YouTube, what is going on, you beautiful guardians, people, anyone of the internet? This is, and I say that because this is episode 2 of Ask Mesa. I'm really humbled that you guys asked me a bunch of questions, so let's jump into it. But before I answer the questions, I just want to address something really quick. So in reading some of the comments, there's been some talk, about, some shady practices by Bungie or Activision, lack of story, a lot of problems with the game and stuff like that. Since we do have a lot of new subscribers, I just want to just put it out there for you guys. I always look at the glass half full. So I tend to not really pay attention to a lot of complaining. And I'm not saying you guys are complaining in the comments, but I don't really seek out or really look at any of the long threads on Reddit or any of the other forums where everyone is just saying it's lacking this, lacking that. It's fun for me. I enjoy it. Another thing that I think some of the new people need to understand is I've yet to play a single-player campaign story in any FPS game. This is the first game I've actually done some of the story, and I still haven't even finished the story for my first character, and I just finally unlocked my second character. So while I do feel your pain if there is some sort of lack of story or, I don't know, these whatever shady practices by Bungie, and I don't even know what the person meant by that, I can say that I feel like I'm not getting ripped off with a million microtransactions like I did with Call of Duty, and in fact I didn't even buy any of the microtransactions, a stupid weed camouflage and Snoop Dogg voice pack. I think it's just totally silly. I feel the expansion packs are cheap in my opinion. Again, I'm comparing it to Call of Duty. Wasted $60 on a season pass for Ghosts, and just to delete the map so I don't have to play with all the, 6.0 KDR ghillie suit wearing gold everything guns, and well, even I was one of those guys with a ghillie suit and gold gun, but only a 1.46 KDR in Ghosts. But I just wanted to put that out there because, this game is fun for me. I like it. The basis of the channel started with I only cover games I love, hence Killzone Shadowfall. I will try every game. I played Battlefield Hardline when we had the beta. I thought it was a really fun game, so I covered it. Played a little bit of Blacklight Retribution. I liked it. It was cool. Not something that I love and I'm going to cover constantly. Same thing with Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. I'm going to try it. I'm going to upload it. But if I don't like it or am not in love with it, you're just not going to see it on this channel. So, with regards again to the lack of story or say lack of content or anything, I'm plenty busy, and I always say this for me with the attention span of a fruit fly or angry mosquito. I am kept plenty busy and never bored with this game, whether it's grinding out for bounties, doing PvP, playing co-op, doing strikes, I really am not into the raid thing, and that could be a separate question if you guys want to ask me. Just not into the Vault of Glass at all. It wasn't fun the few times I tried it. Someone is always yelling at someone else about not doing something right, and I just don't have an attention span for it, so I bounced right quick. But anyway, just wanted to put that out there, guys. We do have a lot of people. I love you all, and I do appreciate all the feedback, guys. Again, it sounds corny, but there is no such thing as negative feedback. You guys help me get better. I always say this channel is your channel. You guys help me evolve it. I would not be in this situation where I am right now with working with PlanetDestiny.com and the growth and wonderful folks that have come over since Bungie did a story on me, and just truly honored and blessed by all of it. So let's jump into the questions, guys. So first question is from Brandon Davis, and actually Brandon was the one who won the strategy guide in that giveaway, but he didn't answer his email in the YouTube inbox. So I guess no one checks their YouTube inbox, or at least I don't. But I'm going to send him one out anyway next week, so don't think I forgot about you. You still were the first winner, even though I gave it to someone else. I'm going to order you one and have it out to you shortly. And he asks, do you own an Xbox One, or do you see any differences between playing Destiny on the Xbox One versus the PS4? No, I do not own an Xbox One. I've never played Destiny on the Xbox One. Don't really see a real need to go get an Xbox One. I love my PS4. I guess that you guys can call me a Sony pony, I guess. It's just, I grew up on PlayStation. I had the PlayStation 1, 2, 3, and just moved to the 4. And, frankly, I was always kind of burnt because I was a Call of Duty fanatic for a very long time and hated getting DLC late and everything. But so I almost considered getting an Xbox One. However, once I saw a lot of my favorite streamers like Fist, Ozarek, even Jay Nasty, and even Drifter for that matter, seeing them talk so much about how they hated the user interface, it just really turned me off. I'm not one of those guys that's going to compare graphical and hardware content. They're both great devices. I don't really see there's going to be much of a difference in terms of the frame rates and all that sort of stuff that the hardcore people analyze, but I love the PS4 interface. I think it's seamless when it comes to making parties together and sending invites, friends list, all that stuff, sending messages. I love the PS4 app, even though I barely check the messages on there. But yeah, so I'm just going to stay with the PS4. Really no reason to get an Xbox One, for me at least. So Robbie Rara asks, does matchmaking carry over to your other character, or is it a clean slate? I don't know, but we're going to find that out real shortly, because I finally, I know I'm late to the party, just opened up my second character. It's going to be a warlock. I'm at like level 5 now, I think. I'm just burning through the story and also the patrols and stuff to level them up. Got a bunch of guns I put in the vault for my hunter character, and we're going to see. I'm going to jump into the PvP really shortly, and I've made this comment numerous times. I believe that Bungie did nail it with skill-based matchmaking, because on my account where I'm a 1.03 KDR and I jump on Tony's account to get footage for some of the exotics, when I jump into PvP, it's hands down way harder. Look at this guy teabagging. He's mad or something. But I just noticed a huge difference in the skill, and I see people with level 11s or 12s just absolutely destroying me, getting their headshots and body shots on me really quickly. So we're going to find out, and as soon as I fire up that character in PvP Crucible, we will see how it's all going to carry over. So now Matt Buschetti asks, what's your favorite Metallica album member? He's guessing Puppets and James. Well, yes, I'm a uber Metallica fanboy, and Hetfield is my idol and god. I used to own a whole bunch of his signature series guitars, but because I have the OCD of buying and selling guitars, I would buy them and sell them. So I had all his signature where they come with a certificate signed by Hetfield. You own number 79 out of 100 or whatever. Favorite album? That's a tough one. I'm going to go with And Justice for All. And I think mainly it's because from a guitar player's perspective, it's the most fun to play on guitar. It's every song has literally 18 to 19 different riff sections, and they're pretty complicated, and from a guitar player perspective, they're just, once you get them down, they're tough, but they are definitely a lot of fun. Next question from Michael Banzen, and he asks, what do you think about all the people, and he says particularly Call of Duty channels, saying Destiny isn't fun to watch on YouTube? You know, I kind of beg to differ, and I kind of think it's funny for them to eat crow. There's a select bunch, I'm not even going to name them, but there's like a little rat pack of these Call of Duty YouTube channels who basically, all they do is make videos about how they hate Call of Duty, yet that's all they do is play Call of Duty, and constantly slam and say horrific things about the community managers and all that stuff, and whatever, that's cool, that's their bit. You know, they get views from it. I think it's bullshit. If you look at people like Dado, Bife, or what's his name, the other British guy, More Console. I mean, those guys put up one video and instantly goes, I don't know, I think 30, 40,000 views a day or something like that. My channel's been doing really well, and I'm a fraction of the size of those two guys. So I think there's plenty of people out there that like to watch Destiny on YouTube. So I don't know. I think it's kind of bullshit, because all those guys were just slagging on Destiny, that it's not going to be fun to watch Destiny on YouTube. It's going to die within a month. You know, I made that video for Neuro Cinema, who I like his channel, but he's just so close-minded and just saying that, I even saved his I screenshotted his tweets and all that stuff, how Destiny's bullshit, it's going to be flavor of the week, flavor of the month, it has no longevity. I don't know, I beg to differ. I think plenty of people enjoy watching it, and I think the proof is in those big YouTubers like Dado and Bife and those guys, where they get tons and tons of views on Destiny, and I'm doing really well myself. I mean, before Bungie did that story, I was doing, I don't know, maybe like 1,000 views a day. Now I'm averaging between 10 to 20,000 a day. That's just shocking to me. So I think people do like watching Destiny on YouTube. Now, a couple of subscribers asked about playing with subscribers, but particularly Jonathan Hernandez asked about that, my favorite weapons, and if I'd done a raid, any tips and stuff. I definitely want to play with subscribers. You know, I put it out there about the Iron Banner and stuff, and one of the weird things about me is I play at really awkward times. So like yesterday with the Iron Banner, I did put out there, I started streaming it, and no one was really around, and I think it's because it was just, the awkward timing. So I got to figure out some way, maybe if it's like a Saturday or a dedicated time and day of the week that, okay guys, here's when I'm going to be on, I'd love to play with you guys, I'll start streaming and then come to the comments section of the stream, give me your PSN names, and we'll go from there. So, in shortness of time, we'll just answer one more question. This comes from N. Kutch Destiny. Is it Kutch Destiny? He asks, what is your all-time favorite exotic? So, I've tried a whole bunch, but I would say my two favorites are, and I said I try them because I've used Tony's account and other subscribers' accounts to use them to get exotic weapon reviews for Planet Destiny. Cirrus Regime, by far my favorite. I think for PvE and PvP, because I love the way it hits so hard. I do better with slow-firing rifles. I don't do really good with the high fire rate types of weapons, and I think the Cirrus Regime, when you get that modifier that actually slows down the rate of fire but increases the damage, I seem to do really well with it in PvP, and it's just great overall with the 300 attack once you get it all the way leveled up. And the second one I would say is, man, I love the Red Death. thank you. You know, that's what just separates this community from others. When I had a subscriber reach out to me and say, hey, you could jump on my account and, you know, play with the Red Death, because I did not have enough coins to buy it. And after playing with his, I was so depressed because that gun was so much fun. And I am not good with burst weapons. And I actually did well with the Red Death in PvP when I was getting clips. A lot of fun, very accurate, very low recoil, high damage. And I just hope Zur has it again for sale, or I could somehow find it after a match. So that's it for me, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. I had a lot of fun doing this. Hopefully you guys have fun asking those questions and hopefully getting some of these answers. And again, just feel free to ask me anything. So this was episode 2. Let's do episode 3. Leave comments in the comment section of this video. I won't answer them. And then when I get enough questions, I'll make episode 3 of Ask Mesa. It still always just kind of boggles me. But anyway, that's it for me, guys. Drop a like on this video if you see fit. Make sure you subscribe if you're not already subscribed. And I'll see you guys in the next video. So stay beautiful, Guardians.